Alright, hello YouTube, this is Nick here. Today I'm going to be talking about why I love The Sims. I noticed that there are thousands of videos on YouTube, and I got on YouTube and I typed in the search engine why I love The Sims because I wanted to see if anybody else has ever made a video explaining why they love The Sims. And really, I could not find any videos titled why I love The Sims. And I think that's crazy because The Sims has such a big fan base. So it's crazy that no one had ever made a video speaking about why they love The Sims before it. But anyhow, regardless of whether or not other people have made a video or not similar to this, I'm still going to explain my reasons on why I love The Sims and how I discovered The Sims and what the game means to me and why I love it so much. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, so if you guys want to, grab some snacks, grab your popcorn, whatever, and I guess I'll go ahead and start. Okay, I first discovered The Sims in the early 2000s, I think it was, and The Sims 2 was the first Sims game that I ever played. The Sims 2 was the first time ever finding out about the game. And how I found out about it was one weekend I went to visit my rich cousins. They were wealthier than a lot wealthier than I was. And they had a nice computer, and they had The Sims game, The Sims 2 on their computer. And I had never heard of it before. So anyway, they showed me the game, and we played it for a little bit, and I was so fascinated by it. I was so fascinated by The Sims 2 because I had never seen a game like it before. There's a lot of fighting games out there. There's a lot of racing games out there. There's a lot of adventure games out there. But I had never seen a game where you could build your own houses, build your own restaurants, create people with their own personality traits. I had never seen a game like that, and I was so fascinated by it. I had also never seen a game where you could be creative before, on The Sims. Nintendo Switch, Wii, Xbox, not too many of those games are about creativity. But The Sims was the most creative game that I had ever seen. And for a creative person like myself, it just opened up so many doors. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying about my cousin's house. So I played The Sims 2 game, and when I went back to my house on the weekend, I really wanted to have my own Sims 2 game, but my family was kind of poor, so I didn't end up getting The Sims 2 until 2008. And I finally had my own copy, and I spent hours playing it. And then 2009 was when The Sims 3 came out, and I thought The Sims 3 was cool as well because you could have your own little open world. I had no idea that I would ever be so good at interior design until I played The Sims game. And I have a lot of good memories playing The Sims 3 with the open world. The open world that I liked the most was the Sunlit Tides world. I remember I built a lot of my own lots in that world, and I had all these different families that lived in that world, and it was a lot of fun. I liked the design wheel and the color wheel that was involved in The Sims 3. It just gave you thousands of options for creativity. I know The Sims 4 came out in 2014, but I don't remember what the reason was, but I didn't get a copy of The Sims 4 until 2017. So for many years I was playing The Sims 3. Anyway, in 2017 I got The Sims 4, and compared to The Sims 3, The Sims 4 was kind of underwhelming. However, they don't make expansion packs for The Sims 3 anymore. There's only expansion packs for The Sims 4. So of course, I mostly only play Sims 4 now. And I do like Sims 4. It's not horrible. I just wish I had the design wheel and the color wheel that was in the Sims 3. Back to what I was saying about the creativity that comes with all the Sims games. The fact that we could build and customize our own restaurants, our own vet clinics, houses, apartments, nightclubs, day spas, all sorts of things is amazing to me. And while other games get repetitive, The Sims is a franchise that's constantly expanding itself. So you never really get bored with it. And there's always new things to do. There's always something that you can add, something that you can edit to whatever world that you're playing in. It's also fun to make all these different families with their own personalities and stick them in different houses throughout the world. Watch those families interact with each other. Watch those families gain a bunch of generations. Watch those families have their own kids and grandkids. And before you know it, you'll have 10 generations of one family, and they'll be spread out all throughout the world that you're playing on. It's just very exciting. Very exciting, satisfying, and also endearing. Because in the real world, you can't necessarily control all the horrible things that go on around you, but in The Sims, you can control whether your Sims are nice or mean, and you can control whether they are rich or poor. You can control whether they suffer or not, and I'm not a sadistic player, so I don't, my Sims are happy. I don't have any evil Sims in my world. I don't like to watch them suffer or anything like other people do. But it's just nice to have a world where everything kind of goes right in the way that I want it to, rather than in the real world where there's a bunch of chaos and disgusting things that go on. I could create my own world on The Sims and have everything be the way I want it. I honestly think The Sims is the best game ever made. I know that they're starting to come out with more virtual life games, like Paralives and stuff like that. And I haven't even looked into those games because, one, I'm so used to The Sims, and two, my laptop will not be able to hold Paralives and all these different virtual reality games. The Sims, to me, is the best one because it's the original. It's the one I'm used to. And I'm shocked that just now in 2023, there's just now competition for The Sims, because The Sims has existed for a long time, since I think the early 2000s or the late 90s, something along those lines. But yeah, I'm loyal to the Sims franchise. I've also always wanted Sims merch, a Sims shirt, or because I'm a very proud player. I really support the franchise and all of the creative options that it gives myself and all the other players, and what it means to us, therapeutic wise. And I don't know how else to explain it. How it gives a lot of us peace of mind, I seriously hope that one day EA adds me to their creative team, because I always come up with ideas for new packs and stuff, and new items that could be added to The Sims. But of course, I don't live in California and I don't actually work for them, so they don't really get to hear my ideas. But hopefully one day they see my YouTube channel, because I plan on making a Sims 2024 wishlist video. And also, I do have an idea for a new pack that I'm going to try to pitch to them through YouTube. So that will be fun. But anyway, this video is kind of all over the place. Whoever created the Sims franchise is an absolute genius, because for the longest time, The Sims was the only game of its kind. There was no other game where you could build your own house, customize it, build your own people with their own personality traits, watch them live in the house, watch them live their lives. Another thing that I like about the game is it's so much like real life. Even though it has a bunch of supernatural features in it, it still is a lot like real life, because your sim can have a job, and when they get promoted in their jobs, they make more money. When they don't pay the bills, their lights get shut off. Those are very similar things that happen in real life, and The Sims actually helps me prepare for real life. Because when I was a teenager playing The Sims, and when I was a kid playing The Sims, I would think to myself, okay, this is what it's going to be like whenever I have my own place. And I was right. Anyway, that was just a summary on why I love The Sims and how much it means to me. I honestly think of The Sims as so much more than just a game. For me, it's a big creative tool. There's so many creative tools. I built my future house on The Sims 3. And one day, if I ever get the money, which hopefully I do, I'm going to present that blueprint to whoever builds homes, whoever I could find that builds homes, to build that house in real life. Because it won't be impossible. It looks like a regular real house. But it will be really exciting to get that house built in real life. And if you're someone in real life who likes to decorate or build houses or restaurants or whatever, I recommend that you get the Sims game, build that restaurant or house on the Sims game, and then you could use that as your blueprint whenever you present it to the contractor. Anyway, that concludes my video on why I love The Sims. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like the video, comment if you want, and subscribe if you want to see more Sims content. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.